Legends Red Montblanc. The legend continues. There is a few different versions of the legend, and I'm just reviewing this version because I like this color. And I decided to get it just because the box just looked really interesting, by the way. And it looks like one of those shot glasses. Whoa! And well, another thing about it is super slick, and not necessarily in a good way. It's like really in a way that you can easily drop this if you don't hold this correctly. Now, it does look like a canteen. It is designed in a manly fashion and version. The only big issue right out of the box is this is very ungrippy, and it's easy for you to lose holding it. It is made in France, and when it comes to the smell of it, it has this scent to it, which is like this fruity scent, and it reminds me of something. It really reminds me of this scent that I have smelled somewhere else. And that's not necessarily a good thing or bad in this sense, because the smell is good. It's like this flowery scent to this. It's not as many as I expected. It's more like a sport kind of a scent to it. It more like reeks as like this aftershave that you get and you put on. It's way better than just an aftershave, but at the same exact time, there is just no way I would ever pay over 120 bucks for something like this. It's just too expensive for what it is. That being said, if you can get a deal on this for like maybe 60 or even less, that's more decent for that. This thing is good, but it's not gonna like blow away somebody by walking next to them. If you walk next to them and you smell like this, they'll be like, instead of being like, wow. There is just a huge difference when it comes to this scent. It's not a head toner, but at the same exact time, it still smells good. It's one of those things that is right in the line. Basically, there is the cologne or perfume, and there is an aftershave. And this one is like somewhere in between. So it's not like this is bad. It's not. Now, I was hoping this thing would be more grippy. I was hoping this would be like leather-like material, and it's just plastic. But you get what you pay for. I mean, the presentation out of the bottle is one thing. If you have some OCD, this thing is constantly getting dirty as well. The smell is like, that is the smell. It's just in your face. It's just like this sporty scent to this, which is, it smells decent. It really does. But it's just not mind-blowing. So when it comes to rating this, like, what would I rate this out of a perfect 10 score? This is definitely not even close to a perfect 10. It is not close to a 5 either. It's not that bad. I would say it is probably like 5.5 to be decent. It's not the worst out of those different kinds. I'm not sure which is the worst one, but it's not bad. It's not like you smell this and you're like, oh, this is no good. It's like you smell this and you're like, you smell fresh, you smell sporty. But I smelled this scent right before. I smelled it before. So you're getting something familiar. You're getting some scent that you are used to, but yet you're not getting the best possible scent that you can for the money. So this leads to the question, should you actually get this? If you're a fan of the legends of this company, Montblanc, you should definitely consider purchasing this version. But if you're not a fan of this company and you don't know what you're getting into, you're thinking, well, should I try this out? Then smell the other favors, smell the other versions of this company and consider which one is the better one, because this version just doesn't cut it. It's just not good enough. It is good, but not good enough. So maybe it takes time to get used to this. I mean, I'm smelling this up. Maybe over time it gets better. I don't know. It's just like my impression out of this box is like, this is not the head toner I was expecting. I know it's not one of those very expensive versions either, but after you're sniffing it enough, after one day, it's like leaks like like one of those cheap colognes, and that's not what the impression I wanted to get. I did want to get something maybe like between a cheap cologne versus an aftershave, so like somewhere in between the line where I don't have to get this thing that all spiced up and everything, but at the same exact time, it's just there's so many other products out there that could be so much better than this one over here. So is this legend actually worth it? That's a hard thing to say. Like I said before, value for the money comes first and quality comes next. And with this, if you have OCD, this thing is just ridiculous. It always gets dirty. But in my opinion, skip this. Don't get this. Find another one that you like more and enjoy something you really like for yourself. So if it was me, I would say I'm not into it. There is something else out there that's better for me. But maybe for you, it's going to be the awesomest smell in the world. But as much as I'm sniffing this, I still remember that this thing still smells like a cheap cologne, and I can't get enough of me trying to think, is this good? It's just not good enough for me. Maybe it's good enough for you. Let me know below what you guys think. Is this good enough or not?